Done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to formally introduce you all to the Samadhi Project, A Conversation With. So down here for the first one with my boy Jarrod, and Lyle's going to be moving around taking some photos, so very freaking exciting times. Are you pumped?
Bro, I'm so pumped. We've been working on this for so long.
For years, bro. We've Jarrod and I'd give you a bit of a background. We used to work together probably going on nearly 4 years ago, I reckon.
Yeah.
And really, since then, it's just been in a pipe dream. And here we are, nearly half a decade later, and it's finally becoming a freaking reality.
It's unreal, bro.
How
what we've put together
exciting.
and what we have planned for the future for this Samadhi project is going to be unreal.
Man, you've just come back from being overseas, and the whole time you were over there, I was like, bro, I can't wait for you to come back. You're enjoying your trip overseas in Europe with your missus, and the whole time I'm just feeding it to you. I'm just like, mate, you got to get back. I've got all this shit fucking worked out.
I'm sitting there stuck on a bus 12 hours a day, driving halfway across Europe, and honestly, I couldn't imagine that this is what I was going to come back to.
I kind of sprung it on you a little bit when we first happened, but now we're in a partnership, and we're going to, I truly believe it when I say it, we're going to change the way that this universe freaking operates. It's huge things on the horizon. So Jarrod, to get us started, mate, give us a bit of an introduction to yourself and what this sort of stuff means to you as well.
Hey guys, as Sam has mentioned, I am Jarrod. So essentially what I do around here is I am the content creator, the project manager, the guy with the camera in the hand at all times. Sam asked me to come on this journey with him, help him capture everything that we're doing here. And what it means to me essentially is everything.
It's everything.
This is everything to me. So Sam has such a big heart, and what he wants to do with this project is just go out and help as many people as possible. And when he asked me to be his right-hand man, there was nothing else I could say but yes. It's going to be an unreal journey. It has been an unreal journey so far. And what we've accomplished and what we are going to accomplish is going to be so special.
How long have you been back from overseas now?
Bit over a month.
Bit over a month. And look at where we've come in that time frame. So, and the things that you've experienced as well, that's something that I want to quickly pry into a little bit.
Yeah,
since you've been back, you've sort of joined the boys, Alex and all those fellas. Shout out to you, Alex. I know you're going to be listening in. But you sort of opened up your mind a little bit on different levels of consciousness and spirituality, and you've been down some rabbit holes recently on YouTube.
Been interesting.
On how this sort of universe truly works. Like, give us a quick, brief rundown of how your mind has changed and how that's sort of impacting the way that you're going to operate with this sort of stuff.
All right. It's massive, bro. So essentially, from my background, I truly never believed in any of this, okay? I was a very closed-minded person. I would just go with what my parents told me was going to be the best path for myself, and what I was going to do was determined by other people around me. But when I essentially got back, I know it's really cliche, but traveling really does change you. Okay, and I came back with an open mind because I had so many new experiences, and obviously this was given to me as an opportunity that I couldn't say no to. And since then, what we've been doing is we've been meditating, we've been meeting up early mornings, pretty much looking at going through consciousness and opening your mind to pretty much the world. And when I came back from traveling, I was actually I had super high anxiety. All right, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know where I was in my life. I didn't know what path I wanted to take. And all I knew is that this opportunity was in front of me, and I came into it with an open mind. And when we started meditating, it started clearing my mind of anything negative and bringing all the positive parts that I have and what I have to look forward to. And that's definitely helped my anxiety in ways that I wouldn't have thought possible. Obviously, we all go through our stages, we all go through our ups and downs, but this has just been such a positive, enlightening for me.
Enlightenment. That's
over
what
the
we're all
last few
chasing.
weeks.
That's what we're all chasing, and that's all happened in the space of a month.
Literally in the last few months, just looking into it, looking at YouTube videos, reading books. Dispenza, bloody
Joe Dispenza, what a guy!
It's insane, man, and it's definitely a life-changing journey that have come this far, and it's such a short amount of time.
Such a short amount of time, and I'm super proud of you for opening your mind up to this sort of stuff, because a lot of it does seem like woo-woo and it sort of seems crazy and all that kind of stuff. It's there's a lot of things that I've experienced that even I like. No, that's not true and all that sort of stuff. And then things happen, and I can't question reality when it's happening right in front of me. There's too many things that are sort of too many opportunities, too much just those weird coincidences or synchronicities, as I like to call them, and I just can't question that sort of shit anymore. Like,
exactly, bro.
It's just how the universe works. So,
and it's not just us two as well. We have this whole group of us, whole group of the boys,
the accountability partners,
accountability assassins,
and
when we meet up every week and we see each other and we talk about our goals and we're bringing those into the world, and everyone is hitting these goals each week, and it can't just be coincidence every single time. And we're each there for each other. We're bringing this energy, we're bringing this, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I think the biggest thing for us with that sort of stuff is just the positivity. I'm a massive dreamer, always have been, and I do truly live in utopia inside my head, except when my anxiety and depression and all that sort of stuff is acting a fool, but thanks to the ADD. But anyway, it's something that I think when we start focusing on positivity, and you get those blokes around you who are truly driving you into trying to achieve the most that you can. I've got some pretty far out there ideas, and when I explain that to some people, we've had this conversation.
Many times.
That they say you can't do this, you can't do that, and I'm just like, fuck you, I can do this. But when we've got the boys in the accountability club, it's freaking cool, because they're just like, fuck yeah, you can do this. You're not saying no, you're saying yes.
You have people around you that are telling you yes.
Yeah.
And that makes all the difference.
That's a freaking cool thing. My boy Lyle over here. Lyle, I'm going to break it to the world, mate. Lyle's got cerebral palsy and epilepsy, and I've been trying to work on a little project with him for the past couple of years. The bloke, because of his disabilities, that he's been told no in so many different aspects of his life that he can't do these things. And then along comes me and saying, well, why can't you do that? We can certainly make that happen. And it's freaking sweet. I love it. So I'll quickly go into a bit of a breakdown of me. Sam Stolberg, 28 years old now. I've started up a couple of podcasts. Shuey, Taylor, podcasts are still happening, boys. This is just supplement to them. So I'll get in contact with you. We'll organise some more of those, because they're going to be probably maybe a little bit more fun than some of the things that I'll be talking about, because they will be heavy in this sort of these podcasts, because of the levels of consciousness and depression and anxiety and all that sort of stuff that's going to be happening with it is going to be cool. So, but had open heart surgery 3 years ago, and I've personally been broken mentally, physically, and spiritually, and the reason that I'm on this path into doing all this sort of stuff and is that I just don't want anybody to be in that position. And if anybody is in that position or is going into there, I want to give them the tools that they can use to pull themselves out, because at the end of the day, nobody can pull themselves out of, nobody can pull someone else out of that hole. I can give you the things that you need to do it, but it's within yourself.
And that's it, bro. We're just here to bring the tools to people who 100%. Are in need. We're here to help everybody that we can.
Yeah. We've got about 10 weeks worth of podcasts, releasing one podcast a week lined up already, and that's within such a short time frame, so it's very freaking exciting. So it's enough about us. What is Samadhi? This is the Samadhi Project is, started off as my baby, then it's become your baby, and now it's just going to be blowing up into something huge. And I do truly believe that. Ellen DeGeneres, I'm coming for you next year. That is what is happening. So watch this space. But Samadhi, apart from having my name in it, which is just a weird coincidence.
I wonder where that came from. Huh?
So Samadhi was around long before Sam Stolberg was around. So Samadhi is actually from Sanskrit. So Sanskrit is our first original written language. So I believe, I could be completely wrong. Someone will probably fact check me, and then all of a sudden there'll be some bizarre thing.
Don't look into it.
Anyway, Samadhi essentially means ultimate consciousness. It's a universal consciousness, if I can talk. Universal consciousness. There is no differentiation between you and me and all the people walking around. Lyle and this microphone, everything like that. and that's what I truly believe. I believe that we are in this universe as one consciousness, and that's where I do believe in creative design. Don't necessarily believe in a God as such, but we are here and we're on this fucking ride together. You know, as I've said it millions of times, you know, life is a roller coaster. It's full of ups and downs and, you know, twists and turns and all that sort of stuff. But by God, is it freaking exciting. So that's basically what Samadhi means. And Samadhi Project is us trying to, I guess, elevate the consciousness of everybody on this planet and then make some big changes. You know, we're in the business of disruption, not in a negative way, in a positive way. I've got a lot of rocks at my disposal, and I plan to throw them at as many hornets' nests as I can. So very exciting. You know, we're as a hashtag, together we stand for change.
Together we stand for change.
So,
and we're going to run with that. That's going to be what we
that's
with.
Our thing, yeah. And Samadhi Army, hashtag Samadhi Army. So for everyone who's joining our militia, you know, to make an impact in this world, you know, it's from governments to the education system to the medical system and everything like that. I believe that we do need to change, and we need to change very fast, because technology is moving at a rate that I don't think anybody is actually ready for. So very freaking exciting. Should we start announcing some of the things that we're working on?
Yeah, we'll give it to them.
Go for it, bro. What are you thinking?
So, one of the first things that we actually have coming up is our Christmas present drive.
I'm super pumped for this.
Yeah, something that Sam has organised with an organisation that he's been working with for a very long time.
Heart Kids is
Kids, you know, very close to.
I'm a former Heart Kid myself, and haven't really grown out of being a child, so technically I'm probably still a Heart Kid. But yeah, that's something that is, pardon the pun, very close to my heart.
So essentially, me and Sam and Samadhi, we're going to be working together with Heart Kids to try and get essentially as many presents as we can from the public, as many donations as we can, so that we're able to take it down to
the PA hospital down in Brisbane. So we're actually going to go down there and hand deliver these to the children. So for the viewers at home listening, reach into your pocket, go down to Toy World, go down to whatever, go and buy a present. They do have to be new presents. They can't be second hand. They have to be boxed up and all that sort of stuff. Go down, boys, girls, you know, no gender, whatever. Can't be any weapons or anything like that either. So because of the political world that we live in now. Go down, buy a gift, and we're going to be delivering it. And we're actually going to be, we've been fortunate enough to be allowed to go and take some photos and hopefully video it as well. So we will be bringing that content to you guys. So my boy Jarrod will be working the video. Working
on the camera, doing my thing.
Lyle was going to be joining us, however he is going over to Perth to spend Christmas, I should say, with his family over there. So, so Jarrod and I are going in there, and it's very exciting. So don't need many, probably, you know, realistically the goal is probably about 100 presents, but I think we could hit that pretty freaking quickly. And if we get more, if we get 1,000 toys, then I'm sure we'll be able to figure out
2 other hospitals that we could visit. I'm sure
there's more departments in that hospital, and it's it's exciting. So
it's something I'm excited for, just even personally. As a personal growth, just to be able to go there and help others and give to others with no intention of any personal gain. And contribution is one of the 6 human necessities.
100%. It's funny the way that the human brain works is, if you gave me $1,000, sure, there's parts of my brain that fire up because you've given me that gift of $1,000. But if you do it with genuine intention, there's actually more parts of your brain that fire up. So it's actually more rewarding for you to give me that $1,000 than it is for me to actually receive that. So the brain is a funny thing, and this universe works in very funny ways. So, but yeah, guys, that is something very, very exciting. I have done it before with my work. So, and it was genuinely a life-altering moment when I got to go to that hospital and see those kids and then experience it. You know, the true love and gratitude that the parents have and the children have, you know, because it's something that doesn't necessarily happen, and it freaking sucks that these kids have to spend Christmas in hospital. It's the one time of the year that they shouldn't, you know, be in there. But unfortunately, you know, well, we aren't all as fortunate as Well, I guess some aren't as fortunate as us is what I'm probably trying to say. So, on to the next one.
Huge.
This one is going to be freaking massive. This one's going to take a bit of explaining and all that sort of stuff. So watch this space. We will come at you guys. Website is being created. So we'll do some announcement on social media. Follow the Samadhi Project just Samadhi Project on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're going to be going on TikTok. I have the account created. I just got to work out how to use that shit because I'm terrible at social media.
Far beyond us.
I'm getting too old. So, but then also, but then also YouTube as well. So keep an eye out for this one, guys. This is going to be absolutely massive. For the past 6 months, I have been working on a medical practice. So this has been eating up my freaking life. So let me tell you this now, guys. I work a 9 to 5 still, and in the past 6 months I've been working, 7 days a week, up to 80 hours a week, trying to make everything freaking happen. So I've been drained. I've been keeping it fairly under wraps from a lot of people, but it's time to announce this and then make this shit a reality. So I'm very excited. The problem is, with building a medical practice, it's freaking expensive. So we've run out of funds, or we're very close to running out of funds, and we're trying to pull ourselves out of the red and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm doing is doing a shout out to you. This goes to the world. We want you guys to help us out, but instead of just asking you to give us money, what we want to do is ask for you to do a bit of a spring clean. It's springtime now, so so do that spring clean. Find that thing that you've been talking about getting rid of for the past 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Man, I found some shit the other day at home when I was doing my spring clean.
I've seen your room.
I pulled that thing apart. But I found some stuff at home that I'd had since I first moved out of home. That was a decade ago. So it's, we hang on to too much shit. So live that minimalist lifestyle. With that stuff that you have that you're thinking of selling, what we want you to do is we want you to put it up on the internet for sale. Go onto Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, all that sort of stuff. It's easy as hell to be able to do that sort of stuff. I've set up a GoFundMe for now. We will be transitioning it across into our website when it gets all set up. So Lyle, I'm looking at you on this one, mate. I'm doing a call out, mate. So
give me a couple of days.
So it'll happen, and we'll work out the account details and all that sort of stuff. So there's more things that we need to work through, but we've got the GoFundMe there. And we'll be releasing this onto our social media very soon. So watch this space, but sell it. The person who you're selling that to, instead of them giving you the money, we want them to make the donation to the GoFundMe and then eventually our bank account or whatever it works out to be. So we'll do that and then they get some goods. So instead of me just going to you, give me money, we want you to go then sell whatever you want to sell, and then that person just puts a deposit into us. So the person who is making the donation is still getting something that they want. They're still getting the things that they're after and all that sort of stuff. If you want to make a donation for the sake of making a donation, I'm not going to deny free money. But we need this because it costs a shitload of money to do what we're trying to do. And with what the doctor that I've got the partnership with out there is trying to achieve is a truly altruistic view. So he just wants to help people. That man is a freaking saint.
And he has been helping so many people.
It's I could give you 1,000 freaking testimonials from the bloke being Lyle's one. So and he's the one who actually diagnosed me with ADD when I went into his room and ran into him per chance about 18 months ago. And then since then my life has been on a crazy direction, and I'm very freaking grateful for it. So I am truly in this position simply because of him. So I want to start giving back. So we've got a few projects that we want to work on. So we need to build a fence there. We've got a gazebo that we need to work on and start building. We need to build more treatment rooms. We've got a Zen garden that we want to build, a meditation zone. The restaurant needs a bit of a work, so it's a freaking huge job. And I'll share that with you guys on our social media as well. So watch this space on that kind of stuff. I'm going to go out there on the weekend and show you guys around, give you a bit of a virtual tour. So keep an eye out for that one. But guys, this is huge. And all we're asking is for you to get rid of that shit that has been clogging up your cupboard, your wardrobe, your buddy garage, garden sheds, anything. Get rid of it. Whatever you don't need, chuck it up on Gumtree, on Facebook Marketplace. Someone's going to want it. Get them to make a donation to our stuff and then give them the goods. Because
And this is just the beginning.
This is just the beginning. So
Just the beginning.
we have big ideas, guys. This is the start. We won't share with you everything that we want to do, but essentially the direction that we want to go, this isn't a non-for-profit, guys. This is a business. We're in this to, it's a business based around altruism and change and all that sort of stuff. So our intentions are pure, but it is a business. We want to be able to travel the world. The reason that we want to travel the world is because there are some cool stories for people to be able to share, and that's the message that we've always had. We've worked so well together because you want to share stories. You're just doing it from behind the camera.
Yeah.
Jarrod's nickname for me now is just the Wizard, because the guy's creative design and his mindset and all that sort of stuff is beautiful. So
Thanks, man.
we want to get over. I've got trips that we're working out the details for to New Zealand, India, China. I want to go to the US. We've got heaps of different places that we want to go to, and they're going to be life lessons that are going to be taught from shamans and monks and whoever will let's freaking talk, and whoever's willing to jump on the podcast. But it's freaking cool. So there's going to be videos, there's going to be audio, it's going to be freaking everything.
We're going to create, there's going to be content galore.
Yeah, so we aren't going to keep you guys in the lurch. We will be sharing as much as we can through our digital media and all that sort of stuff. And the cool thing about living in 2019 is we have some freaking cool technology. So right now we're recording this off a freaking mobile phone. So the Note 10 through an OTG adapter, USB into a microphone. Shout out to you, Samsung. Shout out to you, Blue. You guys are freaking making this stuff easy for us. But it's going to be sweet. We're going to be bringing you guys along for the journey as much as we can. So I'm super, super excited.
It's going to be insane, man. And that's it. And it's all in the circumstance of just helping people.
It's altruism,
That's
bro.
it. That's our goal.
If you guys don't know what altruism is, look it up. It's my favorite word, and it's something that everybody should live on. And this is how the universe works. Whether you believe in God, whether you believe in science, anything like that. I've got some cool concepts that I'm actually going to be putting into books and all this sort of stuff. I'm doing framework to bring mindfulness and consciousness into the workplace. So watch this space. That's going to take me a couple of years. Steve, this one's a shout out to you. I won't reveal any of your stuff because I've got a podcast lined up with him very soon. I'll let him release all of his information, but some freaking cool shit, guys. And if you aren't in this mindfulness and consciousness stuff and going and meditating, you're just letting yourself down, I think. So cool. It's going to be cool to share this sort of stuff, and it's going to be awesome to grow in this, looking back in 5 years' time.
Seeing where it's all come. And if you're skeptical, all I ask is that you just try it. One time.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all you need.
Just start looking at more positivity, and then stop focusing on the negative. We're programmed to find the negatives in the world. So just meditate, sit down, go find some people to hold you accountable, and set your goals.
Hell, even we do meditation every morning.
Every morning now. Get up. My alarm goes off at 4:20.
If you need someone to do it with, come and see us.
Yeah, if you guys live on the Sunshine Coast or you're visiting the Sunshine Coast, when we're overseas, we'll keep you guys posted. We'll announce that we're going these places, and we'll be doing this morning meditations, watching the sunrise and all that sort of stuff. It's a beautiful freaking moment. So if you can drag your sorry ass out of bed, come down and join us, because we welcome everybody. We don't charge for this sort of stuff. The people have come down and we've shared the meditation and everything like that, and then people are like, how much does it cost? I'm like, nothing. We can't charge because we're just ripping stuff off YouTube and playing it through a Bluetooth speaker, and then we're going for a swim.
But that's all it takes, man.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
So what else have we got, mate? Anything else that you think we need to share? This is a quick one. How long are we going for on there, Lyle? How long have we been recorded for? Ages?
Wow. Ages?
It's still recording? Excellent. That's all we need to know. So I haven't been talking for the past half hour, whatever it is.
Hopefully this turns out alright, guys. This is our first official podcast. We're out here, bloody Miluba Spit. It's sunset. It's unreal. We've quickly set this up because I told Sam the wrong address, and it was a bit of a runaround.
Yeah, it's a bit of a schmozzle, but that's our life.
That's what happens. You just go with the flow.
And that's the benefit of the setup that we have, though, is it is portable, and this is a testament to what we've got.
Exactly.
Sorry, the light's good? Perfect.
Yeah.
It's the benefit of the Note 10 is, the low light performance is freaking awesome. So I love it. But guys, we are going to share with you some beautiful fucking scenery, and I'm genuinely excited to be able to share this with you guys. I'm excited to grow because I'm really at the start of this journey as well. Steve, the bloke I was talking about before, he's been studying this, spirituality and, different levels of consciousness, for 20, 25 years. And I love how much that guy is wanting to share his information.
He has such a strong message, and he has helped all of us boys out so much.
Yeah.
Every time we meet up with him, he just blows our mind with something else.
It's
incredible.
It's mind blowing how this fucking world works. It's awesome. So I think that's probably about it.
Yeah, man. We just want you to follow us on our journey, and we want you to come on the journey with us. And
we're truly thankful for the people who have been, sharing their messages of positivity and encouragement, because this is hard. The stuff that I've been doing on social media, it's very daunting. I don't have as many followers as you do, but like for me to share, my battles and the hurdles that I'm going through and all that sort of stuff in such a raw format, that's very freaking difficult, because it's your own inner judgment that then makes you question everything. And
you're your own biggest critic.
100%.
Own biggest critic.
It's freaking cool. I'm excited to see, or to be able to show you guys our development as this progresses, and to make some genuine changes in this world. So it's going to fare in this. It's starting to pick up a little bit, so we will start signing off. So guys, from the Samadhi Project, keep an eye out. A Conversation With is the name of the podcast, so keep an eye for that. So it'll be a conversation with ... Jarrod, Ellen DeGeneres, all those sorts of things. So Logic, you are on top of my freaking list, mate. So I'm coming for you. I am freaking coming for you. So signing off. I love it. Guys, as always, much love and namaste. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Jarrod, let's get it. Let's fucking make this happen.
Do it, bro.
See you next time.